guys, so it's Tommy here, and we are currently working on a game called Kona. It's originally already accessed. I've played it a bit before, and I thought, why not do this for you guys to show you guys what it's about. I've never done this before. Just back to the rest stop again. I think it originally was for supposed to be for controller. I'm not entirely sure what details what. My cars. Oh. I guess what saved by all the stuff that I did.
To clear his conscience, a $10 bill. Carl was an honest man.
I just, apparently you're like a contractor, I think that's the story behind this.
William Hamilton enjoyed a lavish country house built in the very heart of the northern forests, not too far from here.
Actually, I like the narrator. I should look that up. I like the narration, actually.
The local populace was divided when it came to the affluent man. Some saw a wealthy philanthropist dedicated to improving the region's economy. Others an aging Englishman who would do anything to further his fortunes. And those ones hated him enough to go on about scheming against him. Hamilton had recently acquired a few local businesses, but the last straw was the reopening of a mine, which gave rise to a wave of protests and threats from the Cree people.
So, this is similar. This has some.
Given these circumstances, Carl reckoned that a good number of people must be feeling compelled to oppose Hamilton in one way or another. So far, only the industrialist's house had been a target, but soon enough, Carl thought, the target would become the man himself.
So what I was saying is, this is actually set in Canada, in northern Quebec, actually. In 1918. So there's gonna be a lot of context of the names in that period, as well as also it's supposed to be kind of supernatural / mystery, so it should be kind of interesting. Hope you guys enjoy. If it wants to go anywhere. Okay. So I'm like, please don't tell me this is going to be screwed.
Carl needed to get out of there. The cold and the pain required urgent care.
I think Carl is a contractor. It's kind of a survival game at the same time. Just be aware of the game.
Carl wondered how long he would have to endure this skin-stinging cold. The driver had taken off. It was still best to check it out and leave nothing to chance. Carl needed help.
I want to open the door. Thank you. Okay, I can zoom. Certainly. I'm not zooming.
It was a small, locked box engraved with the letters W.H. Carl thought about taking it. Nothing was to be left to chance.
throttle down. I can't see my screen because little blurs on the side and such. So 10. Grab as many weapons as I can. I don't think he has maybe a carry weight kind of thing, not an inventory per se.
Even better than he had hoped, Carl Faubert had succeeded once more, and was now on his way to new adventures.
What's this? Oh, matches. Matches, and what are you? Fire starter. Yeah, it's basically just ways of getting yourself, keeping yourself warm, keeping yourself relatively. Here. Yourself up. I think every fire actually gives you a save point. I'm entirely sure. Kind of a very fun way. Yeah. I do like this game. I played it before. I played it back in maybe first Team No. I haven't really played it since, but like it's a pretty interesting game. Pretty unique on its on what it tries to do. Oh my god, I can't run very well. We're over here. That's where our car is. Wait, what? That's not my car. Which car is that? That's Now I started playing this because I wanted to look into playing the long dark, and these two are kind of similar with their harsh realities, kind of. Oh, that was that my car? No idea. Oh, I just saw the wrong side. Oh. That was actually, I could do it in no time. A bunch of like things around here. I turn off the radio because I know it's going to be pretty distracting. Don't die. I gotta slow myself down. Both the ice and the actual area itself are quite very treacherous.
Spread out on a few acres of untouched forest, bellowing caribou, everlasting snow, and undefiled lakes, the Manistan region was no tourist hub. It was said to have been populated for millennia by Cree people, and ever since the industrial era, by the metal mining industry.
That breaks the immersion though. This kind of breaks the immersion. So, good wait to see. There we go. I will constantly I will keep running into fences and such. Ooh, it's a house. What is this?
Carl's military training had made him a very punctual
Oh.
man. Being late to his meeting with Hamilton was out of the
Gotta
question.
go straight to Hamilton first. At least give you enough space to like turn around and such. That's nice. Thankfully.
Running on fumes. Good thing that the general store was close by.
General store, yeah. I'm only going like maybe 30, 40 kilometers per hour. You shouldn't be doing this much. Tree fell over. Can't miss my gas gauge. That's the only issue. My biggest issue.
The pumps wouldn't surrender their divine nectar so easily. In all likelihood, they had to be switched on from inside the store. A milkman had to drive by every week to fill the bottles. The fresh milk indicated a recent visit. Something fell to the bottom of the box.
Now you need food and water to survive here. I think if I'm correct. He does have a, yeah, he does have a weight limit. Matches what I have. Check that. Right. Inventory. I have 9 matches. 9 matches, and I think I reused my last fire starter. Oh God! Jesus.
Maintaining his composure,
Yep.
Carl recalled something
fine,
from
fine.
his military training. Wolves always stay away from populated areas. Wait, was it about bears? Hate was in the air. Seems like some villagers barely tolerated each other.
Like for a leech monster, you're never might that for me, but what? Bad for me, but what? Let's go inside.
Carl was used to strange phenomena, but a chunk of ice like this, as if an iceberg came out of the ground, that was a first. Prince? Carl found a surprise at every turn. Was the camera faulty, or was it a possible lead? Carl was no electrician, but he could identify a wiring problem when he saw one.
These tracks. Past the thing. The outhouse. I can't go in here. Whatever. Yeah, I gotta go inside this thing. It's horses coming right here. Oh.
Carl had no trouble recognizing his employer. He had been killed. There was no need to be a detective to figure that out. But
Also,
only
I
a
think I'm
detective
private
could have noticed that the killer had to have been very close, that the fatal blow had been given before the victim even realized. Carl felt a chill down his spine and had a terrifying realization. If Hamilton was dead, then who was going to pay him?
Huge fight happening. So basically, you are a detective. Basically, mysterious unrated camps. Copyright is the thing. What's this thing then? I'll read that probably. Yeah, this place serves as the lettering office.
Jumping from that height was akin to tempting death. Perhaps that man on the snowmobile had seen enough of this world already.
And turn the power back on. Yeah. Close this door. Close this door. Close that zone. That's fine. Jesus.
An explosion suddenly occurred outside.
Open all these first. Hey, duct tape. Duct tape's always good. There you go, matches. Keys. Garage. And go to that.
According to that log, it seemed like the whole village owed some money to the general store. Carl was far more interested in the bunch of nearby addresses he had just gotten his hands on, though.
Oh, these are okay. That's what else are looking at here?
Carl knew that Gilles Lachance was in charge of the general store. That made him one of Hamilton's employees. A very angry employee, as Carl could plainly see. The snowstorm pummeled everything in its path. Carl was not surprised when he heard no tone.
Hey, for feet. Eat it. Take it, throw it. Aw, throw a radio. Bunch of the phone. Okay.
A radiator without power is as good as a wood stove without logs.
Yeah, that's pretty true. Still disturbing. It's just can't step over the body. Alright, fine. See what's happening over here. Outside we go.
Carl was no electrician, but he
Mighty
could
fires.
identify a wiring problem when he saw one.
I still find the wolves thing strange. I don't remember seeing them last time. There you go. It's around here. You just spawned in the area. Hey, hard. Oh, yes, suppliers. We need that. And what else? Wait, how come the radio still works and it's not working? Scratch, I don't know. Wait, it's rice. There's rice. That's great. Whoa. Weird.
Staring intently at the controls won't be enough to make that lift budge. The poor thing was out of power.
So I gotta do one of two things. I don't think I can run. Now I can jump, I can't run. Sleeping, there we go. I want to see what this does. See what that does. But anyways. Gotta repair this first. There we go. So that now is light again. So that has light, but I gotta switch it over.
The note explained that the garage and the store couldn't be supplied with electricity at the same time.
Yeah, I need to grab my crowbar first. Oh, I can't run if I have my flashlight out. That's there's a light there? I didn't know that.
Staring intently at the controls won't be enough to make that lift budge. The poor thing was out of power.
Out of power. I said out of power. I just... what? Where's the board for this one? What? I'm confused.
Staring intently at the controls won't be enough to make that lift budge. The poor thing was out of power.
Out of power.
The crowbar was stuck under the lift. Notwithstanding Carl's imposing stature, car lifting wasn't part of his skill set yet.
Did I turn off the power? I think I turned off the power. Yeah, I did. Oh, I didn't turn it on. Ay. Get warm, human, run. Okay, now, yeah, now it's done. Okay, that's done.
At long last, the crowbar was within Carl's grasp. Surely it would come in handy at some point.
Yep, that is very true. I got. I thought there was a thing over there. Nothing for the car. Nothing around the car, right? That's a. I like that. I like that one. Oh. Right. Oh, me. So that crowbar. What do I do with the rest of this thing? There, turn those off. I think I need to put the. That should be it. Oh, the light is on. Turn backwards. Or up to, that's fine. Okay. Three is camera. Okay, three's camera. Should be number 6. No, 8. Alright. Slightly quicker than mental states improved.
Carl knew straight away where to find the infuriated Gilles Lachance. Any good investigation would have to start there.
I'm not investigating. I'm just
Carl was beginning to know the store and its surroundings like the back of his hand. The seeker had sought.
Alright, I just hear a wolf in the background. If I did, I'm not gonna be very happy. Biggest angle. Not in my car, anyways. Not in the truck. Not in the big, giant Ford truck, Chevrolet truck. Doctor goes. Ooh. I'm running into somebody loading here, loading screens. It's very, very concerning. Not concerning because it just throws you out of the game. It kind of sucks. The music and the ambiance like freak me out. To be honest. We just reached the 30-minute mark of this. I'm gonna grab some wood just in case. Carry some stuff. I have a fire starter on me. Oh. Okay, that's wrong. This stuff. Yeah, Carl's inventory is not full, just Dr. Who all
The Polaroid, Carl's long-standing and faithful ally, had seen its share of husbands caught red-handed cheating. There's always
Oh, so I
something
am
out there
private
waiting to be
investigator.
snapped away.
I am private investigator. Should be in the context of what's happening. Please use other tools. I didn't mean to, damn it, I didn't mean to use that one. I think if I remember correctly.
There should be a law forbidding doctors from falling sick. In spite of Dr. Beaupre's goodwill, the place didn't look much like a physician's office. It could easily be mistaken for a sewing shop.
Let's start looking. There's a potato. There's potatoes. Potatoes and a carrot and an onion apparently discovered. Read medical files. Boy.
There was no doubt that the doctor and Hamilton knew each other very well.
Okay.
Doctors used light-reflecting frontal mirrors to look inside the patient's cavities. That was a bit unsettling, but back then, it was pretty much always the case with medicine. The good doctor, flanked by his beautiful spouse. Pure happiness, captured on cardstock. Carl recognized this woman's soulful eyes. Was it Dr. Beaupre who had hit him head-on at the village border?
Maybe. Because I'm like, that one looks familiar. Can't go anywhere because these freaking cabins are in the way. It looks like he just lived here. I think he actually lived here with his wife. Okay. Let's go ahead. Let me get some light up in here. That should be good. Oh. Yeah, that is his wife. It could have been him or someone of the that knew her, maybe? That hit us. Oh yeah. Wire. There's my patch.
For the one-eyed, or for other vision problems, the eye patch was the way to go.
Matches, yeah, I got lots of matches. I think matches are gonna be, might be bottles. Sounds connected.
Carl got the trembles as he imagined the excruciating pain that kind of scalpel could no doubt inflict.
Oh.
Within these miserable walls, patients probably felt more like in a slaughterhouse than in a doctor's office.
my nightmare. Could be a little overweight, but I don't think it's that overweight. Led by history. Store in a cool, dry place with a constant temperature. Oh. Yeah, it looks like this is his, this is actually like a bedroom. Like an actual place to live. Communist.
A communist manifesto. Only a few years ago, this type of allegiance meant prison time. And even at present, the Western world was very wary of the Soviet threat. Why would the doctor own such a book?
Well, you did say he's interested with history. So.
A chamber pot. Fortunately for Carl, inspecting it wouldn't further this particular investigation.
I can't go over there.
Dr. Beaupre had done his medical studies quite far from here. He was surely one of the first students out of the new campus to settle on the mountainside.
Oh, he's from Montreal. Oh, he's from the University of Montreal. Ooh, angulars. Nice. Sorry. Ooh. Can I open this? Oh, I can't.
Someone had lost a few liters of blood here. Carl's first thought had been a lumber accident. Someone's hand cut by a saw, or a hunting accident. In any case, whoever had lost all this blood couldn't have gone far. Perhaps they were already dead.
Maybe. Could be things. When locking the door isn't enough. What? You bolt the door shut or something? Yes, I have no idea. Okay.
Carl, ever diligent in his work, always carried his log on him, in which he scribbled down thoughts and leads alike during the course of his investigations.
Let's go follow the wolf tracks for a moment. I want to see what we can find here. Wolf tracks. Go from there. Drive home. Drive someplace.
Carl felt like he knew the doctor now. His belongings had spoken lengths about him. But what Carl had heard worried him.
This has to do with the Wendigo, but I'm not entirely sure. Usually the wolf tracks lead you to something of use. Or not. They're really hard to see, especially with all the bramble and everything. Lock in here. Good. Flare. Also good. More bottles. Now, it is possible for you to lose your way since the wind. Another loading screen. Fire.
It was so cold. Already Carl did not feel his toes anymore.
It's a house. Rosaire's house. What? Okay, let me go over here and see if I can find anything. There's obviously something in there. There's obviously someone or something in there. Because the light's on. Fire. There's a guy inside. I think that's what's there. I'm gonna go around and see, make sure, see if I don't miss anything. If I'm not careful, I can actually freeze to death out here. Jesus.
Oh, mon bonhomme! Je m'attendais pas à ce qu'un étrange retentisse par ici. Moi te dire, je prends plus de chance depuis que ça rôde dans ce bout-là. J'ai ma carabine au bout du doigt, et puis bang, 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 si ça s'approche.
Ok.
C'est vrai, le jeune, que tu te promènes quasiment en bobette. Une bonne police, ça te ferait pas de tort. Mais je vais te dire une chose, dans ton coin de pays comme par ici, on n'a rien sans rien. Et où, mon caribou? C'est encore beau. Tout ce qui est vieilli est bien meilleur.
When I played this originally, I didn't have a headset, so I didn't even hear what he said the first time.
Mon beau bonnet du beau temps. Puis ma ceinture, où ce que je glissais mon flasque. Le monde tournait plus rond quand on s'habillait tout de même.
Thank you, good sir. Food here? Oh, there's food. Can't eat anything though, sadly.
Dans mon temps, c'était comme sur l'image. On était vrais, fiers, forts, puis on avait le bon lieu de notre bord.
Yeah.
Vois-tu le livre, là? C'est le Wendigo. Ouais.
I was right.
Le
It does have to be Wendigo, yes.
Un guerrier qui devient un loup pour se venger de sa grosse peine. Et
I'll read that another time. Keep that in mind, please.
gomme-moi la belle rose de la tulipe, qui se donne au yab sur le mercredi des cendres. C'est-tu pas effrayant, cette histoire-là?
I think that's it. I'm pretty sure I'm not...
Ben oui, une couche. Tu peux-tu tout faire en même temps, toi? Hé, la Corriveau, Batèche, ça te passe l'envie de te marier, la Corriveau. Elle tuait tous ses maris, squick, les uns après les autres. Pas de pitié dans le mariage. Si tu veux du linge chaud, parce que t'es habillé comme un gars de la ville, je dirais pas non à une bonne bouteille de caribou. Puis tu pigeras ce que tu voudras parmi mes ténèbres.
I need a caribou. I need caribou. I think I need to kill him. Not kill him, but I have to get like some kind of food. Yes. Okay.
There, Carl had fed his mind, but had forgotten the harsh reality that his body also needed nourishment, especially in the dead of winter.
I gotta find the car again. I'm gonna go find the car, and we may end the episode off with this. About maybe 20 minutes. So notice, yeah, always follow wolf tracks, and also beware of the old man. Let Joe pretty safe. I can't tell if that's just the wind itself or I can't tell if it's the wind itself or like my actual. That's my footsteps. I can't tell. So someone towards that way. This is where it came from. It's like I go down to the car. Back to the car. Back to the car, look at my notes and figure what I'm gonna do next. There's so many stuff right now. So many things. And a flare piece, we got that, we got a bunch of stuff. I don't think we need to do much of anything else except for just putting the get the car. Get back in the car. Back on the road first, and then I'll end the episode that way. So yeah, we are Carl, Philip, and we're private investigator. Basically, we're supposed to investigate, just make a deal and talk to, Mr. Hamilton about maybe making an investment of some sort. I'm not exactly sure. We're looking into, the city or the town he's going to be working in. I think. Oh. I want to go over to that's one. I gotta find all the houses I can find here. I think there's a lot of different information I can get as I'm going around Habitat. I mean, not entirely sure. Paths and roads. Oh, wait, what? Wait. I gotta get out. Get out. I just noticed that. The strange rock. Hey, strange rock. Let's see what you got. Last one. Looks like you went towards that. Okay. Go this way. Who this leads. Sorry, I know I said I was in the episode. Yeah, that's. Is that a. Wait. Let me get in the car. Get in the car. Let's go over to where this is. I've never Well, I can. I just can't also go. I can't go that way on my truck. Okay, so let's go around here. It's so hard. It's hard to navigate the car. Hard to navigate the car. We should go around to the other side, but you can't. Apparently, I don't know why. I want to see what's over here. I want to see what's over here before we end the episode, because let's just see. Wolves around here. So that's kind of intriguing. Blueprints seem to go further away from it. Okay. It's going towards the cave. This cave? I don't know. Oh, jeez. Okay. You guys are there. So they just ran out of there. Wow. This might be the mine they were talking about.
Carl wondered how long he would have to endure this skin-stinging cold.
Keeping that, definitely.
The cold seemed to be more brutal here than anywhere else. It seeped into bones and into every breath to get to the heart until it stopped. Carl needed to be dressed in warm clothes to survive.
Okay, yeah. So, all right. Load last checkpoint. Okay. All right. Cool. Well, okay, that's fair. All right, we're gonna end it here because, hey, at least we know what we're doing now, kind of. Yeah, I'll see you guys in the next episode. Well, let me know what you guys think about this. Maybe I might continue it. Maybe, I don't know. I might continue this at another point, but I'm not going to. I might continue it, but I'm not. It's up to you guys. You guys let me know what you guys want me to do, and see if you guys enjoyed it. Anyways, thanks, guys. See you next video. Peace.